See anything you like?
No!
I was walking into Target yesterday and was blinded by all of this rainbow. I was with my child, okay? And this child doesn't need to be seeing that. People are throwing it down his throat. How dare they have tuck-friendly swimsuits? I'm just kidding. I don't have a child, and I would actually disagree with that statement. I am the last person who's gonna tell you how to raise your children, seriously. It is understandable if you do not want your child to be dressed up in rainbows. But what is not understandable is yelling at Target employees, getting angry at them when they have nothing to do with it. Stop drinking Bud Light because Dylan Mulvaney was on there. However, what are the motives behind these practices?
There's one thing you can expect from me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international super spy. Super spy!
There are so many companies I cannot possibly name right now. However, they will make merch that is catered so generically to LGBT communities while also donating to anti-LGBT politicians.
I'll do the number 7.
Number 11?
7.
Number 11?
7.
Sorry, I can hear you.
It's okay. Number 7.
Okay, number 11.
I just wanted to say before I get too much started, thank you so much to Elise for sending me this. I apologize for, this is like the worst shout out wear that I could have worn, but anyways, one of my supporters decided to, out of the kindness of her heart, send me this absolutely beautiful pendant, if you will. Elise said that she was going to send me a necklace, but ended up sending me a letter and a potion bottle, along with some notes for what's inside them for an Yggdrasil necklace. Only the real ones will know. Elise also happens to do commissions, so if you are interested in any commissions for art and jewelry, definitely hit her up. If not, I'm sure she would appreciate a follow. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I could literally feel the good vibes when I received this. I don't know how to explain it. This has absolutely made my month. I don't know. It's just means the world to me. Thank you so much again. And today we will be focusing on the concept of rainbow capitalism and certain stores like Starbucks that for some reason this year have backed off from the LGBT community when they kind of needed them most. We will be talking about all of this in today's video. While this is an extremely important issue, I think something much more important to talk about is the deaths that come along with LGBT community. A lesbian couple was brutally murdered by a man on June 2nd this year at the start of Pride Month, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody helped them, and everyone just stood and watched while the news outlets are calling them friends. We're used to being left out of Pride merch, but now we're getting murdered, all for love. A lot of people are asked, why is there such a huge celebration for Pride Month? Why isn't there a straight month? Where is my straight parade? People are lacking in the understanding of how much the LGBT community has had to go through in the past. The reason there is a Pride Month is due to the Stonewall Uprising, which was a series of spontaneous and violent demonstrations that took place on June 28th of 1969. This was considered a pivotal moment in the history of LGBT rights movement in the United States and around the world. So it's not just the prejudice, discrimination, social stigma, family rejection, bullying, harassment, mental health issues, violence, limited representation, and intersectionality. We also have to deal with companies profiting over that.
Did you know that nearly 240 anti-LGBT bills have been filed in 2022 alone? Most of the bills target trans people. Large corporations like Amazon and Walmart funnel hundreds of thousands of dollars to these anti-LGBT lawmakers, which allow for things like this to happen with ease. This year for Pride, shop LGBT owned if you can.
I think the consensus is to put our money into small businesses rather than major companies that are just going to splatter the most generic LGBT thing you can think of. A lot of LGBT community members have come forward and talked about how the Pride merch was at the very least cringe, if not disrespectful.
Okay. Queers take care of each other. Gay all day, every day, and that's okay. Not a phase. Live, laugh, lesbian.
A lot of these companies will not donate their proceeds to an LGBT cause. A lot of these items and clothing were made in countries that is not accepting of LGBT. You can have terrible consequences if you're LGBT.
Who made my Pride merch? I made a video about this yesterday, and I want to make sure to credit this campaign. Big corporations are making their Pride merch in countries where it is illegal to be in the LGBTQ+ community. This campaign is all about transparency. The founder is right there, and you can check out more about the campaign from the link in their Instagram bio. The creator and founder made email and tweet templates that you can send the brands and ask them who made my Pride merch. And it's probably a red flag if they're not going to be transparent about it. Go follow them over on Instagram and make sure to check out this campaign and be a part of it.
So you're LGBT or an ally and you want to go to, I don't know, what, a pride parade? Your idea is, I want to go shopping. I want to express myself. A lot of people in the LGBT community struggle to express themselves without having to wear like a rainbow shirt that says queer on it, which is absolutely fine, but I'm sure not every person wants to wear that every day. Buyer definitely beware, because there were 9 major companies last year that were funded by anti-gay organizations.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. Here's the reason why you should not buy from Pride collections. Brands that release rainbow-colored Pride merch once a year are very much performative. I urge you to be very wary of what brands are putting out rainbow flags, because the last slide was Target, this is American Eagle. I cannot stress enough that this is all marketing and they're just trying to make a buck off of you. Matt Bernstein highlighted here that some companies that say #Pride are donating to politicians and anti-LGBTQ+ organizations, not to mention the fact that these garments are not going to last you a long time. You're only gonna wear them once. This one really left me speechless. It's just so tacky. I know it's really tempting, but these brands do not support the queer community. As always, like and follow for more.
During Pride Month, some companies will cash in on the rainbow without giving back to the community. There were 9 last year that were actually funded by anti-gay organizations and causes, so buyer beware. A statement from H&M representatives said that its Pride collections were made in China, Turkey, Bangladesh, and India. In India and Bangladesh, homosexuality is criminalized. But gay rights activists say that the LGBT community is not safe and that there are no laws to protect them. It is great for businesses to appeal to different communities, but it comes down to whether this allyship is meaningful or if it's just to make a quick buck. If companies do this, it can lead to real change, especially when people see trusted brands trying to educate and include. This June, there was an explosion at Target. I mean, not actually, but basically they showcased all of this LGBT merch at the very front of the store. And there were a lot of people who were very, very angry about this. It got to the point where people would literally walk up to the store employees and ask them if they think it's okay to educate children on, I don't know, classes for understanding your sexuality. And people from the LGBT community started responding. Some people say that this is a moment where if Target is going to say that they're an ally, they need to be an ally. To be an ally is to support someone who is typically discriminated against, and it seems like Target got backlash and they completely backed out of the situation and put their white flag up.
So Target has removed some of its LGBTQ merchandise ahead of Pride Month because transphobic, homophobic customers have been harassing their employees. To harass an employee in this economy over merchandise that they have no control over is absolutely unhinged, especially when that company is being inclusive. Like, what?
So you
Did
think
you need help with something?
you support the propaganda that's targeting the kids?
There's nothing targeting kids.
It's all over kids' TV shows. It's all over. They're targeting
Kids
the kids.
can choose to wear whatever they want.
Do you support the sexualization of kids through pride propaganda by corporate?
Is there something that we can help you with?
As you saw in that video, Target made a statement saying, "We've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans. Therefore, they're removing items that cause this type of confrontation. Confronting and harassing employees is not how you go about boycotting a company, but I'm glad it's very clear what their tactics are." In addition, the collection has been the subject of several misleading videos in recent weeks. I've seen some of them with social media users falsely claiming that the retailer is selling tuck-friendly bathing suits designed for kids or in kids sizes. None of those bathing suits are designed for kids and in kids sizes. In addition, Target confirmed that in some southern stores, it moved the Pride section from the front to the back in order to avoid these confrontations. And yeah, I live in a southern state, so I went and looked for myself. When I tell y'all I saw nothing wrong with this collection, you have that shirt right there that says trans people will always exist. period. They always will. You had a lot of fun Pride activities such as baking. You had napkins. You also had this sign that says, "Take Pride." You had doormats. You had cups. You had plates. And even getting into the onesies. This one says, "Just be you and feel the love." What's wrong with a baby wearing a shirt like that? And then getting into the bathing suits, I saw none with that tuck-friendly tag. All they had was like a hygienic liner. And even then, none of those bathing suits were made for children. You had these shoes right here. You even had something for your little fur babies, period. Y'all, there's nothing wrong with Target's Pride collection. They have been doing a Pride collection for years. This is all mass hysteria, smoke and mirrors in order to further fearmonger and cause harm to a marginalized group, the LGBT. Make sure you like, share, follow, and comment how you feel.
It feels like when people start to get backlash from people who are against the LGBT community, corporations' real colors start to show.
I don't shop at Target. I never really have. Somebody gave me a $50 gift card once, and I went there. They didn't have the item that I wanted, and I just decided never to go back. I gave that gift card to the person behind me and walked the hell out. I also don't drink Bud Light or any kind of Budweiser. My favorite beer is Corona, and you'll never catch me drinking anything other than my favorite beer. I used to shop at Hobby Lobby, but I haven't done that in years since I discovered that they were basically operated by religious zealots. I can choose where I want to spend my money, and it's never going to be at a business that is owned and operated by anybody who doesn't support my equality. I used to shop at Home Depot, but where I live, they're a little bit too far away, so I just go to Lowe's. I understand Lowe's has a better track record with equality as well, and I appreciate that. And another thing, I don't expect any business to sell Pride merchandise or any other kind of merchandise which validates my sexuality. That's not necessary. Just treat your employees right and don't discriminate against us. That's good enough for me. My husband and I raised 2 adopted children from infancy to adulthood, and never once did we ever put a rainbow t-shirt on them. That just wasn't our style. We didn't need our children to advertise our sexuality. And no offense to anybody who does. That's your business. You can dress your child up like Elmer Fudd for all I care. It's not my fucking kid. I'll never understand anybody who gets all bent out of shape over how somebody else chooses to dress their own child. Mind your business. But don't go thinking that any corporation gives a shit about you or your children. They don't. All they care about is profit. And most of their money is made when they're generating controversy. And they're just using the LGBT movement to do that. Most of the merchandise that these companies are selling is made in another country. Pride merchandise has historically been made by small businesses in the United States. In fact, there's an endless number of small LGBT-owned businesses selling Pride merchandise at affordable prices on every platform: Etsy, TikTok shops, Amazon, eBay. So if you want to support the gay community, all you have to do is actually help a gay person who is selling products to become successful in their small business. There's no better way to support small gay business than by actually putting food on the owner's table.
I put links in the description to everyone listed in this video, and I would definitely suggest checking them out. I would love to hear everyone's opinion about this in the comment section below. Did this affect you this Pride Month? Let me know. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on if you're feeling risky. Thank you so much. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you again to Élise, literally. I'm gonna cry. It's literally perfect. It is the Yggdrasil tree. Thank you so much to each and every one of my members. I appreciate you every single day. And to everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, night, whatever the case may be, and peace out.